Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the official PokerStars channel. We are live once again. It's a Wednesday, and we're playing Spin Goes all day today. My name is Nicholas Walsh. I'll be your host for today, and we're joined by...
It's me, Uncle Curtis.
It's Uncle Curtis. He decided to come around unannounced, uninvited, as per usual. And so here we are again. Kurt, come a little bit closer. You're not very well lit there. That's a little bit better.
There we go. Yeah, looking good.
That's much better. But aside from the King 7 of Clubs bullshit, we should be doing just fine in this spot. There's probably a spot. This is probably an opportunity for a check raise. I think it probably is a check raise given the fact that he's quite capped to not having as many ace combos here. So I think we're check raising all day. Probably have the best hand way too often not to try and protect our 4 where he's going to overfold. Trapping with ace queen for sure. We're a little bit shallower than we were with the 10s, so probably a lot more tramps in this situation. The min ISO. The BM exclamation marks.
He's just not ready.
He just doesn't realize he's in the Viper's Nest. So, okay, can I just point something out really quick, guys? King 7.
Get him out of it.
King 7 was an ISO call. King 7 was an ISO call in this situation, which is not. But King 7 suited when your 6 big blinds effective and you're putting a third of your stack in as a flat. You can see kind of where my head is at with the call with the 4s now, right? Do you see what I'm saying?
I wonder why he had a blue tag.
I wonder why I had a blue tag. Exactly. Yo, Jones, what's up? Seems like he's probably over min raising. 14, 15-ish effective. Sneaky 3-bet bluff. Hitting top pair feels great. Do we just open ship the flop?
You should come off your nose because it's confusing looking like as if it's for this guy.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't looking at that, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go big and then we'll stack off on the flop, guys. If he's got it, he's got it. That's cool. This is obviously a very wet texture. Gonna get in with hands like Queen Jack quite often. Sorry, hit the nail on the head even before.
All right.
But yeah, we good. All right, cool. Lol, the min raise. This is the most unbalanced min raise of all time. It's gonna work. Damn.
Wow, they knew.
No like. That is actually technically GTO as well, guys. You're supposed to, in that spot, you're also min raising hands like 8-7 suited, but you still have to know you're stacking off first jam. All right, lot of love.
Okay, that's a terrible shot.
Lot of love. No, I think Queen 6 is fine.
Nah.
I think it is.
Nah.
It was for like 6 pigs. It's got to be a shove.
I'm saying no.
Yeah, we're still trapping A7 here, guys. Hand plays very well.
Yeah, I like it.
IP. Oh!
What a lie. How many times have you flopped the nuts today? A lot. Never say you don't run good.
Yeah, Flappy. Apparently, it's very, very safe.
Okay.
Too bad he's got the King of Clubs. He should never have the King of Clubs, though. That's the funny thing.
He shouldn't have a lot of cards here.
He'll call with any club, though, so it's all good. We're gonna try.
God loves a trial. Hey, he's all in.
What did Tom say? Oh, well. If he's limping, we are shoving. If he's shoving, we are folding. Brand new album out this week. If he's pushing, we are folding. If he's shoving, we are... That's a fold.
Pretty good.
It sounds like binary solo. King 7 all day. Oh, the domination! Woo! We're trapping with King Jack here, guys. We're almost at 7 bigs. This is totally fine.
Running good.
Trap of the century.
Never lose this. This is a fake flip.
The tramp of the century.
Jack.
Let's go. $30 US.
So funny. I wanted to see it.
Man.
Right, guys, I'm going to stay for one more spin, then I'll do a real man's job.
Uncle Samwise says that's a weird ass whale. I agree.
Yeah.
And he obviously doesn't know his whales. Obviously.
I know more about whales.
What the hell is going on today?
Stupidest noise I've ever made.
He's thinking of dolphins. I don't think that's what dolphins sound like.
I'm not even thinking of it. Do you want to know what I am thinking of? I know it's not this, but just I was like, okay, what would I be thinking of? What's that weird like seal/dolphin thing that has the like ridiculously long like almost like unicorn spear?
A narwhal.
Yeah.
Narwhal.
I was thinking of that.
Yeah. I'm not sure that's what they sound like either.
That is 100% what they sound like.
I think that's what they sound like in like there was a narwhal in Elf the movie.
I can believe
He's
it.
like, hey buddy.
Isn't that when it goes to like really weird animation or something?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure why this guy is leading. Do you think I can ever raise this turn as a bluff?
You tell me.
So he can still have hands like 6, 7. He can still have the clubs. I think we have to call again and see how he responds on the river, to be honest. If he bets the club, then we're good. If he checks, we can probably raise here.
Why has it been around 55 million years?
So I don't think he has a flush. So we're going to go for all of it, guys. Wish me luck. We're going to try and bluff here.
What a way to go through if this goes through.
The greatest bluff of all time.
I mean, there could be a cheer if this goes through.
Could be the greatest bluff of all time.
Well, he doesn't like it. Or we're getting slow rolled. Oh! Yeah, of course.
But I think generally speaking, if we had a little bit more experience with this guy, we might just go ahead and call and let him bluff it off again. But against the unknown, I see too many players just like, oh, I made top pair, I'm gonna bet full pot. It's like, oh god. It's like there's no actual logic.
What's it like, Nick?
Oh god. We're trying to get value from the 6x and the clubs. We size up for that reason specifically on the turn. And on the river.
I mean, I'm gonna look over here and say nothing.
So we have to just go big. I think he's always gonna call if he has a 6, otherwise he's gonna fold everything, right? He never has an ace, so we're literally targeting a 6 because everything else missed. He called with jack high.
I don't hate it.
What a player. We stacked him. He called with jack high.
Man, look, I go to the toilet for 2 seconds and you blow it.
Yeah, pretty much.
God damn.
It's good.
All right.
So we really shouldn't have an ace here. We're definitely calling the flop. In fact, we probably will call multiple streets given the way he's played thus far now. All right, guys, I guess we're stacking off here. This guy could be good enough to be like value betting at jack on multiple streets, but he just really won't have an ace that often. Could also have hearts, I suppose. On the river. Can we catch a bluff?
I'm scared.
Wish me luck, guys. Nice answer. I think it's really cool that he's value betting in this spot. I think I play the hand exactly the same as him, but given the play thus far, I also think that he's probably capable of just having complete airballs in this spot. When the board runs out like that, obviously we're always calling, given the fact we probably thought we had the best hand on the turn regardless. And then, of course, when we find ourselves on the river. I really like the bet jack on the bet flop bet turn. I think having this particular combination, a lot of players are concerned about the ace, but at this stack depth, I'm really capped to not having one. So, moral of the story, guys, Queen 10 should beat Queen Deuce, and then we win this game every time. Because when he's wrong, and when he's right, it kind of still sucks. Can we win an all in this game? That's better. Not this one. DJ says, do I have any assets? I own the flat that I live in here in sunny, beautiful Brighton. Not so sunny at the moment, but I own the flat that I live in outright. And I got some crypto and stuff like that too, but I haven't really made any proper like sort of stock investments. I'd like to do that in the future. It's going to be hard for me to fold this hand, guys. We should have the best hand with queen high a lot. We definitely have the best hand now a lot of the time, unless he has kings or jacks or something silly like that. I'm going to let him bluff the turn, potentially. But we're going broke here. Oh my days, it's a straight flush! We got to check again, right? We need him to bluff. We need him to bluff to get any money here. We need him to bluff the river. Damn, no money. Let's see what he had. He has 10-3. He has no hand. Well, he has 10 actually, which doesn't bluff, but I'm sure that would have bet the turn, right? Trapping with aces. He actually had a. What I mean to say is he can have a hand, but he doesn't have a hand that he's gonna call a bet with. We need to make a note for the straight flush though. It's kind of a boring hand. I'm marking it because it doesn't happen that often, but oh, sorry, I'm slow rolling the hell out of this guy. Sorry, dude. That was unintentional. Got punished anyway. Yes, this is a check, I think. Yeah, seems good. I would like to make some investments into like index funds and stuff like that, but haven't got around to it yet. Mandatory float here. Absolutely mandatory. The thing is, he's supposed to bet this turn as a bluff very aggressively. So probably we are technically supposed to call. I just don't know if he's the kind of guy that triple barrels as a bluff. See if we can call. We're calling with the when we hit the queen for sure. We're definitely calling now. So wish me luck, guys. Potentially got it wrong here, but I just, like I said, queen high is winning on the turn there. We're calling it off regardless. He's just gonna bet the flop, bluff the turn so frequently. He's so capped to not having an ace. He's so capped to not having a king. We're calling down with a queen high, even if we don't hit the queen, but it's a snap call from me 100%. I know it looks weird, but feel very confident about that. Is aggression a huge part of being a winning player in this format? Aggression is a huge part of being a winning player in any format in Texas Hold'em, especially in the modern game. Especially according to the modern game, buddy. It's very important. You got to be winning chips at non-showdown. That doesn't mean you have to be profitable in chips at showdown in order to be a profitable player, but you do need to be, you know. You do need to be competitive at non-showdown. It's a pretty good river. I think we bet small because we still get called by a 4. If he has the diamonds, he'll raise our small bet, and we still get looked up by a 10 or a 6 as well. So I think the 1, it's kind of an inducing bet to bet 1 on the river. Love for him to shove the diamonds here. That'd be really cool. He can also rep as well. If he has like queen jack with the queen of diamonds, he can represent the diamonds now. Nice. That little inducing bet, you guys. Little sneaky one. He should never have ace 10 or ace 6 or ace 4, so we basically always have the nuts, more or less. Oh, we got him. Don't worry, guys. It's a cold deck, obviously, anyway, but still, it's still nice that we found a way to get all the chips in the middle. I think if he has... I think that with that hand, we probably always get the stack regardless, but we gave ourselves a way to profit from the small pairs. We gave ourselves a way to induce if he has some bluffs, and we obviously get the stack if he has the diamonds. So I think that overall, even though you can look at that spot and then you can say to yourself, yeah, I mean, Nick, he had a king high flush. Of course you won the pot. You're not that smart. Obviously, yeah, that's just a cold deck for him, right? But we also found a way where we benefit from getting lighter calls with the weaker stuff. We induce bluffs from the stuff that is complete air, and then we still get the stack anyway regardless. So it is really decent. When you look at the number of times that they fold, where you will win all the dead money, and then the number of times where they call where you have considerable equity, it's still going to be good. Big Blind Mike, yes and no. Because people play a much wider range, you need to expect them to play with a wider range, so you can't narrow it down as in like it's, oh, if he's opening under the gun, he never has X, Y, Z, right? Because when you're playing heads up, you're playing a mountain of different, mountains of different combos. But also, people tend to play small pocket pairs and ace combos in an aggressive form in a way, which means you can cap their range much more aggressively. If he bets again, we're stacking off here. I think that this is a spot where he's going to have very few ace combos and he's going to have lots and lots of bluffs. So I think we can either shove turn or we call and let him continue bluffing. I think I prefer the shove because he can still have combo draws. He could have the flush draw on the turn. He could have a hand like 5, 3-5 or something like that. I think we just go with it and hope for the best. He plays his kings really well here, to be fair. We get lucky on the river, but this is another one of the situations where capping range is extremely important, and also it's not that dissimilar from the call down that we made with queen high, right? So he actually plays his hand perfectly. He recognizes that having kings in this situation is effectively top pair because our range is capped as well to not containing an ace. But if I was in his shoes, I would bet the ace high board. I would bet the overcard on the turn very aggressively, especially if I had a hand like 7-9 or the diamonds or whatever. So I think it's important that we shove the turn and just protect our hand. But running into kings, obviously unfortunate, not going to happen that often. He's going to shove most of his ace combos pre-flop, so again, he's incredibly capped, almost as capped as we are in this scenario. So overall, again, this is going to be fine. We get lucky against the kings specifically, but again, that's not really the point. You know, you're going to grind out a small ROI and not have big scores, but that's kind of was preferred for me, to be honest. I actually like the grind. Draxian says, would you say Spin Go skills are transferable to 3-person final table heads up in tournaments? Absolutely yes. I'm a huge believer in that. The only adjustments you need to make are for ICM and for antes, which is easily done. I say it's easily done. Studying ICM is actually very complicated, but what I mean is, as long as you're aware of that, it's easy to work around that and study those spots better. Thank you, Rick Dolph. It was a good sesh, especially if we turn 2-pair here. If we go like this, yeah, this is good. We can get the chips in on the river potentially. All right, we have to go for all of it. He can still hero calls with an 8s. Can still hero calls with a 10. Well, 10 probably isn't that much of a hero call, but I think we got to go for it. Go for all the chips here. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable call as well. I don't hate that call. If we knew this guy more and if he was showing us more weakness, we can definitely play that slower. All right, so we are 10 big blinds effective, and our ISO size is going to be 2.5. We're stacking off there as well if he shoves. Queen 10 suited, way too good to limp fold. This is a trap as well. King Jack actually is a decent trap at 9 big blinds effective. So we're calling a jam here all day. Gonna trap hands like Queen 4 off. This is fine. His shove is actually correct here. And we win the all in. Oh my days. But yeah, guys, check out my social media. Check out the website. Check out the charts. Check out all that good stuff. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you're playing poker, good luck. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.